So today we're going to take a look at one thing that you may think you understand, but you probably don't, not to the full extent at least, which is knowing your number one enemy. You are your own worst enemy. The reason that I say this is because we are often held back by our own limiting beliefs, and that causes us to sort of not be able to realize our real objectives. The way around that is to keep a few things in mind. I'm going to go through 12 different things that you have to keep in sort of your mind in terms of your business mindset and just your general sort of winning long-term mindset. Conquer your mind to conquer your fears. Expect to make mistakes. Don't let great be the enemy of good. In other words, don't just sit there and if it's not perfect, not get it done. Make sure that you get whatever it is that you need to get done with the maximum resources available to you. Get started. In Nike's words, just do it. But it's essentially just getting off your butt and making things happen, which really is the number one thing you got to do. Nothing will happen unless you start to action on things that you've been thinking about. Thinking is great. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, which is before I start making actual recommendations and before you start to make certain actions and decisions, I want to make sure that you have the right sort of frame of mind to go into things so that you can get the most out of your efforts. Make mistakes, make them. I'm not saying to make them intentionally, but you will make them. And don't think that if you make them that you failed. Making mistakes is the cousin of success. And it sometimes is a matter of just trying something a certain amount of times before you get it right or before you make it good enough or better. But unless you go out there and do something, nothing's gonna happen. Try doing different things and do more of what works. Also know that sometimes things are just not gonna go your way. And you have to be okay with that. You have to accept that sometimes you're not going to get your way. Things might be just not work out the way that you're imagining or that you would hope for, and you might have to try again, and that's just part of the game. But if you don't play the game, you can't win. Fail fast. In other words, the more mistakes you can make up front in a condensed period of time as quickly as possible, in other words, testing everything to the maximum that could not work out, that you could get stuck on, that you can then figure out how to make better, is very important. So you want to get all those mistakes out of the way as quickly as possible so you can improve and refine your process. Now, this next one is very important. Learning does not end when you stop studying. When you stop studying, learning ends you. Now, you might have your own outlook. You might have your own picture of exactly what should happen, what could happen, what is going to happen, but you have to be flexible. You have to be flexible that something could change, that you might need to change directions, that you might need to do, something self-service A or product A instead of B, because I can tell you that having, been around for enough time, I've had to, decide, prioritize certain services that I wasn't anticipating necessarily prioritizing. I've had to learn things that I wasn't really necessarily anticipating that I would need to know. You have an outlook, a direction, and a goal, but be willing to change. Be willing to adapt. If you don't adapt, you're not going to be able to survive all the changes that are coming, and there will be many things that are going to change in the next few years. So it's very important to be adaptable. Consistency. It's extremely important to be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and to try and get a little bit better at whatever it is you're doing every single day. Starting a business is actually a 24-hour-a-day job, to the point where when I was starting off, I had a little notepad next to my bed, and I would wake up multiple times throughout the night and write things down, ideas, thoughts, concerns, anything. So that's something that I would actually suggest. The other thing that I would suggest is to go for walks, because I find that that really does help to stimulate your creativity. Persistence, that's another big one. So there's a difference between being consistent and being persistent. So consistent means that you do something regularly, maybe the same thing, but persistent means that you will do whatever it takes to get the end result done, whether you have to adapt, whether you have to change, whether you have to work longer, harder, faster. The bottom line is that you're in it for the long run, and you will not give up, and you will continue to make strides forward no matter what. Know thyself. It's from ancient Greek. The idea is to understand your weaknesses, your habits, good and bad, and your strengths, to minimize your weaknesses, or to find, in the case of business, find somebody on your team who can compensate for those weaknesses and who's better at those sorts of things than you are. If you're a one-person show, you will then need to probably improve on certain things, which will take a lot of discipline. So essentially, you'll have to annihilate or reverse a lot of bad habits, which is very tough. Focus the majority of your effort on what it is that you do best. Use Pareto's principle. The Pareto principle or Pareto law means you're focusing 20% of your effort to generate 80% of the end result. In other words, putting your efforts where they have the most impact, putting your time where it's worth it, and being more efficient about prioritizing. Batch tasking. This is a really great one. This was one of the greatest things when I started to actually implement it, and it's hard sometimes to do, but I tend to do it a lot now. So I do things like all my emails at the same time, all my phone calls during the same time, during the same days. I have themed days. But essentially, doing the same type of task all at the same time will actually save you a lot of time, improve your overall efficiency, because there is a switching cost. There's a cost every time you change from one task to the next. Now, another tip, which is just something that I really started to do a few years ago, which is listen to either podcasts or YouTube or something in the background, but at 1.5 up to 1.75, depending on how fast the person is speaking, speed, so that you can intake the maximum amount of information. Now, this may or may not be for you, but if you're able to do it, then go for it. Just like multitasking, if you're good at it, do it. But if you can't, and you just always make mistakes, or you really do better when you're focusing on one thing at a time, do it like that, because it's something that not everybody is capable of doing. So just, again, know thyself. Know what works for you. So that's all for today. If you found those tips helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It would provide some encouragement and would help to produce more videos like this.